We live and direct. We live and direct, family. We in the building. I was supposed to it's on the day. My bad. I got a double. Give me a second. Get the audio right real quick. Give me a second. All right, there we go. So yeah, man, we in the building, man. I just we were supposed to my cousin was supposed to be on with me tonight, but he said he got he thinking he got the runny wrong. So let's send a prayer, send some light and love to Cuzzy. You feel me? But we're gonna do it how we do it, man. I guess to start it off and everything, man. Just obviously Dwight Howard. For me, he's the topic of discussion. One of the biggest news stories in today's media right now. For the sick shit that he's done, and we're gonna dive right into that, man. So, with started off with Dwight Howard. So I was on the internet, I was just scrolling through. And by the way, I know I've been gone for a minute from doing these shows. I ain't do one of these shows in a minute. I've been a lot of things going on, just trying to get different things in order. And I've been supposed to do a show from when Meatball, when she had that situation going on, when Drake dropped that trash ass album. Shit, it was a lot of things I was supposed to come back on, but shit, I'm back now, and you know, just you know, play a little music to start us off real quick. Nothing too crazy. Jehovah, the ruler's back. You feel me? Hold on, I got some trolls right now online. They trying to troll me. So listen. All right, so listen. So Dwight Howard, right? I was on the internet and I had seen that Dwight Howard basically admitted that he didn't sexually harass this guy or sexually uh, coerce him, if you will. Apparently, he was saying that it was consensual sex that he had with another man, which was crazy because I remember back in the day there was rumors saying that Dwight was it was a rumor that was saying that Dwight was into transmissions, but we never had like no real proof or nothing like that. So the fact that that rumor was about that like damn near 8 years ago that he was into transmissions, it kind of like shocked me at the time. I was a young boy too, but as we going over it, like that nigga did seem a little freaky this whole time. But long story short, they said he was into transmissions or whatever the case may be, and the transmission came out and was basically saying that he allegedly raped him or something like that, or performed oral sex on him. So just for everybody out there, for the gaydars and the gaydar people and the people that understand, you know what I'm saying? They'll say like straight men that's on the DL. I gotta throw this out there. Dwight Howard is not straight. Dwight Howard is a part of the LGBTQ community because he's bisexual. And if you're talking to a straight man, there's no such thing as a bisexual man. If you're having intercourse with another man, you're homosexual. And so we just got to throw that out there. So he's a part of the LGBTQ community. He's not a part of the straight community. So we have to make that clear because sleeping with men is gay. So he's automatically a part of that community. Like he's born black. He's a black guy, right? Um, and you make that decision if you want to be heterosexual or homosexual. He was fronting as if he was heterosexual, but the whole time he was really homosexual. So Dwight Howard is probably I think he should take on the statue of being one of the biggest LGBTQ athletes of all time. If you want to keep it a being, if you want to look at it through that lens, that's number one. So we gonna call it what it is on that. You can call it what it is on that, man. But yeah, Dwight Howard, he's gonna go down as possibly the greatest LGBTQ player in any sport, because that's what he is. That's what he is. But long story short, they came out with the news story. He said that he was doing what he was doing, and the fact of the matter is that Dwight Howard is a nasty individual. And he was cheating on his wife. That was another thing. But I don't really want to dive too much in. I just wanted to put that to the light because a lot of people was confused about why we were talking about Dwight Howard. So I had to break it down while we was talking about it. NBA season opener. While we on basketball, LeBron going into his 21st season. They played against the Denver Nuggets last night and got cooked. They got cooked badly. It was a good game. If people ain't see it, Dwight was doing. I said Dwight. That nigga, that freak ass nigga. LeBron was doing his thing. He was doing him. LeBron was doing usual LeBron type of things, but they just couldn't slow down Joker and Murray. And Anthony Davis had 17 points in the first half and ain't do nothing in the second half. I'm tired of Anthony Davis at this point. He used to be one of my favorite players when he was on the Pelicans, but that nigga always hurt. He always underperforming. I'm just tired of the nigga, man. So I think at this point, Brian, I don't know, man. The Lakers I don't think they're that good, man. Like I think Lakers fan might be delusional like Knicks fans and like Cowboys fans because they think that the Lakers are gonna be good this season. I don't know if the Lakers is that bad or if the Nuggets is that good. But from what I seen last night, Lakers not that good. So they got some work to do. They got some improvement that they got to do. But Anthony Davis should be ashamed of himself. He didn't even score in the second half. Like I remember a couple years ago, not a couple years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, niggas was saying that Anthony Davis and Giannis Antetokounmpo was on this like the same level. It sound crazy now. It seemed like Giannis just shot way surpassed. Like his game just kept elevating. And AD just stopped elevating and just started getting hurt more. So you know, I'm disappointed in Anthony Davis, honestly. But he got a ring, so niggas gonna say he great because he got a ring. He always gonna average 22 or 23 and like 11 or 10. So the mediocre basketball fans or the casual fans is gonna say he's doing good, but me, I think the nigga poop at this point in his career, and I think he's really underperforming for playing with LeBron. Like at this point, like that nigga don't deserve to play with LeBron. How he playing like. He's supposed to be taking more shots. He's supposed to be doing more on the court because he got an older LeBron on the team. But the nigga, man, I'm tired of that nigga, man. But yeah, I'm just done with it. Next topic while we at it. And I'm gonna make this a quick joint tonight because I ain't got my partner with me, so it's just me. The Palestine and the Israel situation, right? The Palestine and the Israel situation is crazy because everybody been trying to get my opinion. They be like, "Leaf, what's your thought on it? What's your thought on it?" And I'm telling them, I'm like, man, what's my thought on it? The U.S. is about to give Israel damn near 10 to 15, maybe $20 billion. They about to sign a package with Ukraine, Israel, and I believe Taiwan for $100 billion. And they've also signed a deal to give the Palestinians $100 million. So they're funding both sides of the war, basically, right? So people are trying to get my thought pattern on it, and I'm just at a point now where as though, I'm really just focused on Black people, man. I definitely see some horrible things going on over there to the Palestinians. It's been going. Horrible things have been going on, and the U.S. has been funding the horrible things that have been going on in Palestine. But I'm seeing Negroes out here in America discussing international politics when they're not even doing anything at their local level for the local Black folks that's in that community. So I'm not even trying to really talk international politics for individuals who ain't even doing the bare minimum for the Black folks in their own community. I understand. I'm in solidarity with Palestine because they Muslim, yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing nothing for nobody unless they black. And there's a bunch of different things that's going on with black people in our community, in our cities, in our states, and right here in our own country that we're just not taking care of for us to be worrying about something that's going on across the globe to people that's non-black at that. So, with that being said, we're gonna send some light and love and some prayers to those folks over there. But I want black people to focus on what's going on here because we have the economic opportunities that we need to focus on. We have structure opportunities that we need to focus on. We have to focus on some real important things as a black community because we're them at our last leg. I'm just being honest. Like the disunity and the disloyalty in the black community is at an all-time high, and the internet is skewing so much information about black people to the point where the black people think the shit that they see on the internet is true. That's one of the reasons why I even got back on the internet because I'm like, I gotta throw some truth in this bitch. People been telling me for years, at least you gotta get back on the internet. You gotta start doing these shows again because you're one of the few people I know that actually spit some real shit. And I'm like, I gotta understand, like when you start doing this type of stuff or when you do this stuff, it comes with so much hate. Like I got motherfuckers right now trolling me, hating me, saying all types of goofy shit, right? But the point I'm saying is this: when you're doing something positive for black people, it's always gonna be black people and other people that's trying to eat you up like a shark because they're hating. So with that being said, we need more people to do for black people so that when it's people who are doing for black people and when they get criticized by black people, bottom of the barrel people, and people that are just anti-black, we can have stronger units to go against these people as they're coming up against us. Because we're at a point of so much disunity and disloyalty in the black community. If an older black person seen what was going on, they wouldn't even recognize the shit. Like if Malcolm X or Martin Luther King seen what was going on in the black community today, they would be disappointed. The disorganization, the disunity, the miseducation of the Negro, as Dr. Carter G. Woodson would say, is like real. Like you have people worshiping and idolizing rappers and fucking rappers and whores. Like that's that's who the black community is like idolizing. It's crazy. You turning whores into rappers. You turning niggas that used to shoot up the community into rappers, and now people are idolizing them. And what's happening is, rather than even wanting to be somebody, I don't even want to say productive, but just a normal motherfucking society, people are saying these niggas that's booked. That's like I'm trying to come home and be a rapper. Crazy shit I've heard in my life. So we gotta go back and really start changing some of the things that we're doing and correct some of our behavior. But I really do think we're at the worst times of the black community right now, at a disunity and at a disloyal place. And I can see that just from experience by just dealing with folks who are trying to advance the black community. You could be dealing with folks who trying to advance the black community. The motherfucker might not like how a nigga tie these shoes and they gonna just start hating on that black person. And it's like, wait a minute, I thought we was talking about unity. You talking about all type of disunity. That's the type of shit niggas is on there. So that leads me into this Cheesecake Factory conversation because this is a big conversation I've seen a lot of people talking about. The Cheesecake Factory is a really big, important topic because it's showing the differences in the community. What we've allowed is a minute population of people, and I said this earlier when it comes down to the rappers and the whores. We've allowed a minute population represent the vast majority of black people, and a minute population of black people think that, and it's really women, and I'm gonna even speak on the men too. But a minute population of black people think, or black people, they have these acceptable and unacceptable things, and it's like I don't get it because like at the end of the day you're still doing X, Y, and Z. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole and start talking on my Kevin Samuels shit because I told niggas I wasn't. But for example, Cheesecake Factory. I remember when Cheesecake Factory was a nice dining. You can go there, you can get a good meal, whatever the case may be. It's a nice little date. You feel me? Like shit, even Fridays. You feel me? Little appetizer. You feel me? Nice little drinks, nice eats, whatever the case may be. Right? Motherfuckers is saying that you can't go there for a date. Like for example, on a list, I seen shit like Chipotle, McDonald's, um, like stuff that I wouldn't even do as first date options. Like, okay, cool. I'm not going to the movies on the first date. I don't know you. Um, I'm not. I'm not like. It's certain places that I am gonna go and I'm not gonna go for the first date. I get it, but what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna discount people for picking what they want to pick for the first day. I always like to go to happy hour. You feel me? Happy hour or smoothies. Something simple, you feel me? Like you gotta do something simple so that y'all can actually talk. Cause you might go somewhere, chick might say she wanna go to Morton's. Morton's, why would I take you to Morton's? Why would I take you to Ruth Chris? Why would I take you to one of these places? I'm gonna spend a bean 200 $200. Hmm? Shouldn't me. But this is the time we're living in, these delusional times in Black America, and it's actually unfortunate because some people are actually trying to catch up and meet these quotas. Like some people, some guys, unfortunately, they should have listened to Kevin Samuels or their uncles or their big homies when they was telling them like, yo, this shit ain't thorough, you know? But they're trying to meet up to these expectations. They're taking these chicks to Morton's and this and that, and whatever the case may be, and getting fleeced, getting finessed. You feel me? Might take a chick out to eat, get drunk, eat up all your food on your dollar, and then you know what I'm saying, you fuck around, drop her off at her nigga crib. Don't even know she tell you it's her mom crib. So I'm saying that's what's going on out here. But it goes back to that minute population. We're allowing entertainers, rappers, and whores to represent how people think in our community rather than people who are thinking logically or people that's just normal civilians. When you allow a mindset of a rapper or entertainer, well, we just seen with Zion Williamson. Them niggas spend mad bread. They say tricking is a rich man's sport. That's what that nigga was doing. Like we just keeping it, if we really keeping it a bean. So we have to go back and really start looking at uh some of the things that we're putting out there onto social media as Black folk, because what's happening is that people are thinking this shit is reality. I started noticing people was thinking social media was reality when people was looking at the Chicago shit and they was like trying to emulate what was going on in Chicago, which is crazy. And now you got all of these cities around the country where you start looking at Jacksonville, Philly, New York. Um, there's a couple other places. I don't want to really get into all of them, but New Jersey. There's a couple other places that like emulate the shit that was going on in Chicago, and they have their own version of what was going on in Chicago is now going on in their area, and there's these rap beefs that's like, you know what I'm saying? So emulating the internet has been something that's been going on in the Black community for 10 years. We're not emulating the internet for people like the Brother Ben X's or the 19 Keys or the I'm trying to think of some other people who speak like good information. Shit, even earn your leisure, if you will. We're not even speaking of. We're not even Islam. We're not utilizing those types of people, or even the older videos of John Henrik Clark, uh, uh, Francis Cress Wilson. We're not utilizing those videos of that old information. We're utilizing this new stuff or this new stuff that's on the internet, and we're taking that and running with it rather than taking real information and building off of it. So that's where we're in a delusion at. Shout out to people like Charleston White, because whether you agree with the nigga or not agree with the nigga, he can expose stuff and he can attract the ear, and that's what he's been doing. And people are listening to people who are in the hip hop platforms, and it's crazy that you have to be in that elk for people to even listen to you. Because I seen today in news that Beanie Siegel, like this is funny, right? Like Beanie Siegel recently just came out and said uh, that he's endorsing RFK Jr. And whether people agree with it or not, you know, listen, whether niggas agree with it or not, whether we agree with it or not, right? It's like it's something different. You feel me? Like he not going with the Democrats, he not going with the Republicans. He not going with the Democrats is big for somebody that's Black because Black people have been slaves to the Democratic Party. Let's keep it a bean. So we've been slaves to the Democratic Party. And Beanie Siegel was saying, man, I'm going with RFK. RFK the only one that got a Black agenda. Now everybody that's Black might not agree with the agenda, but he the only one that got something to say in regards to uh fucking he's the only one I've seen that had anything that was written out for Black people. I've looked at it besides Cornel West, because Cornel West do too. But a lot of people not taking Cornel West serious for whatever reason. RFK got the money, he white, and he's polling higher than anybody else in any third party that's running for office. So my point is, Beanie Sigel endorsing him or supporting him or saying that he's gonna vote for him. I'm not saying that it's huge. Pause. I'm just saying that it's something different, and I think black people should take notice because we're almost a year out from the election, and when have niggas ever seen Beanie Sigel involved in politics? See, y'all don't know this, but Beanie Sigel was tapped in with Freeway. Freeway got the keys to the city. Freeway been active in Philly for years at this point. People don't know that though. He got the Freedom Thinkers Academy. Shout out to Freeway. But people don't know that. So niggas is trying to discredit Beans. And it's like, damn, they're gonna kick a brother when he's trying to do something, or when he's reaching out and stepping out for black people when other niggas is quiet. That niggas is lost. That's why I said black people, we are at a point in time where though we are not unified or even in uniform. Because niggas is calling Beanie Sigel all types of names. Fuck unity. We can't even get a uniform. Niggas think it's dress down day every day of the week. So I'm just trying to get us to a point to start thinking a little more, man, and really start taking accountability for our actions, especially on the internet, but in real life too, man. Like, it's always that I know that's talking about this cheesecake shit. Nigga, I seen Stephen A. Smith talking about this shit. That's when I knew something was up. And I'm like, yo, the internet really bigger than what I might have really anticipated it as to be, man. And it's getting crazy. But, needless to say, I say all that to see this, man. If niggas seen Hov and Beyonce at the Cheesecake Factory, niggas a slide. See what I'm saying? Niggas forget that AI had Fridays, the Club Fridays, man. Before that half off advertising, the half off drinks and all that shit. And we got this mindset that we think we too good for something. What do you say? What do you say, Cole? You don't sit your $5 ass down. There's too many $5 ass niggas talking like $1 million niggas, man. I'm getting tired of them. I'm fed up. So the message of the day is this, man. Have some self-respect and respect your people. Keep building, keep learning, and keep striving for greatness, because we're going to need it. We're not only fighting a war against the dominant society, we're fighting a war amongst ourselves, amongst these ideals that people carry and these traits that people carry that they think is right. And we're fighting this thing that I call algorithm control. And I'm going to go further in on it one of these days, but algorithm controls what you see, and it becomes your cartoon. You know how niggas be like, yeah, I'm about to run my movie. Y'all don't even know y'all running the cartoon. Y'all running the same race because y'all in a part of the algorithm control. Whatever your algorithm wants you to see, that's what you're going to see. Just the Dwight Howard story, that's what niggas are seeing. See what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, everybody have a good night. I'm about to check out the kid Wemby at 9:30. You feel me? The kid Wemby play Luka and my boy Kyrie. This shit should be a spectacular matchup. And we're gonna call it a night, man. But the vibes, man. Hopefully my boy A Boogie be back for the next episode. But we back. Probably start shooting these joints 2 times a week because we gotta get back active. A lot of people was hitting me up like, yo, Leaf, when you coming back? When you coming back? Well, I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. Yeah, man. So, that's all it is, man. And we're gonna keep doing what we doing. But with that, I'm out. We running this rap shit. Memphis Bleak, we running this rap shit. B-Mac, we running this rap shit. Freeway, we running this rap shit.